Hello everybody, this is Opal with Black Orchid Body Works. Sorry about the lighting, it's really late here in the great state of Arizona, and I'm actually going to do a test loaf here. Excuse me, I'm checking the fragrance. This is a new fragrance, it's Plumeria. I've tried to soap this twice already, and both times, yeah, I ended up throwing out the whole batch. Both loaves seized on me, and I didn't feel like trying to invest the time to fix it. So this time I'm gonna try not discounting the water. I'm gonna use the maximum amount of water I can use, and I'm gonna be a little courageous and do heat transfer. So we'll see how this goes. So hang on to your seat. Again, this is Plumeria. If it works out, oh, and I'm also testing some excellent colors that I got in from Nurture's soap. So this will be to see how the colors perform, make sure they don't fade, and see if I can finally get this fragrance to act right in a batch of soap. If it comes out okay, then I'll add it to the lineup because it's an excellent scent. I just have not had good luck with trying to make this particular loaf using that fragrance. So I'm going to be using one of my homemade molds that I made out of corrugated plastic for this particular batch. That's usually what I do when I'm doing a test loaf that isn't going to go out for sale. I'll use my homemade soap mold because it's just lovely and easy to use. So anyway, hang on and take this ride with me, you guys. Let me know what you think. Here we go. Okay, everybody, sorry about that. I didn't realize the video cut off on me last night until I got done and put it in the loaf, put the loaf in the mold and realized, no video. So, I did put a little bit of glitter on top of the loaf, wrapped it up good and cozy. It didn't overheat on me, which I was afraid of, and put it away for the night. Came back down today and discovered that part of the video was missing, so I did some edits and decided I would jump on real quick and not just give you still photographs, but see if I couldn't give you some live looks at how this loaf actually turned out. Tell me what you think. Is it worth it or no? Now, I used 3 shades of blue in this one, and of course you can tell green, and what I used was lime appeal, if you can see that, lime appeal mica from Nurture Soap. And I use primarily a lot of Nurture Soap's colors because they deal with mineral micas versus metal, and I prefer mineral mica, mineral glitter, because of course we're made up of minerals, so what our body doesn't use and that gets washed down the drain, it's eco-friendly. So I use their lime appeal, and these, I have my own little containers. I think these are so cute. They have a magnet on the bottom and they stick right to the board. I got the idea, the concept from Ingrid at Spa Treasures. She uses the same type of containers for her micas. And so I searched online and found them, and they are just wonderful. Now, one of the blues I used was the Brilliant Blue. I also used their Sky Blue, and I used their Tropical Teal. Those were the 3 blues that I used in the soap, and I think you can't really tell them too much. Give me just a moment, I'm recording. And if you notice, I had a bit of a white base. I did not put fragrance oil in the white base because I knew that I was going to be using a large amount of the base itself for my colors, and I wanted to keep the base kind of fluid so that the colors would sink into it, so I didn't put any fragrance oil in it just in case it accelerated on me. And it did. It went south quick. And then I used the fragrance oil only in my colors, the 4 colors. And I was being adventurous. I'd already had problems with this fragrance oil before, and I don't know what I was thinking when I decided to do 4 colors and a base with that particular one. And then I realized, okay, well, you're going to do heat transfer, and so that's going to be an issue because heat transfer tends to thicken a little bit quicker as well. But all in all, tell me what you think. I don't think I ended up with too bad of a bar here. Now, can I do this in a master batch? Of course not. Of course not, unless there's a couple of us working on that master batch. I don't know. I might play with this recipe a little bit too. My recipe may be causing it to accelerate as much as it has. When I looked this fragrance up online, when I initially purchased it, it said no discoloration, no rising, no acceleration. Yeah, well, you know, you take that with a grain of salt until you use it, and the first 2 were catastrophes. And so I just decided with the last 2.5 ounces that I purchased, because I purchased an 8-ounce bottle, with the last 2.5, I was going to go for broke. And this actually is a little bit of a blend. I blended in about an ounce of another fragrance to try to buy myself a little bit more time with it, see if I thinned it out a little bit. I had already soaked that fragrance, and it performed very well. So I didn't think that it would hinder me too much. It meant that may have bought me enough time to do what I did. I literally, after spooning it into the mold, I literally had to turn the spoon for the spoon swirls with both hands. It was just that thick, but I could get through it. I was concerned that I might have been creating gaps down that would create air pockets that would show up in the soap when I cut it. I beat it a little bit down, tried to make sure that any gaps I created with the spoon would fill in. And it looks like if there were any, they're gone now. As you can see, the bars, hopefully, they came out pretty good, you guys. I'm really surprised by the end result. Really surprised. And they just smell lovely. And I'm thankful that I have something that I can share in the household, because as I told you, I have some homemade corrugated plastic molds, tall and skinny molds that I made for my test batches. I prefer that to try to get as close to the size of the bar that I would normally sell. I wanted to test these colors too to see what they would look like, and I think I got a pretty good bar out of it for the most part. But if any of you have ever soaped Plumeria from, I believe it was Brambleberry. Oh, nope, nope. It wasn't Brambleberry, it was Nurture Soap, Plumeria. And it says right on there, no acceleration or discoloration. Up to 5% of oils in the basic coat process, blah, blah, blah. I like their fragrances too because they're vegan and cruelty free, and phthalate free. So, yeah, this whole bottle, and this was what I got out of it, but I'm not giving up on this fragrance. It smells so good that I'm gonna find a way to soak this, even if it means changing my recipe and doing a little bit more, maybe one color or two, whatever I have to do to try to get a decent bar. But if any of you have figured that out, by all means chime in, let us know. Or if any of you have had same or similar experiences, by all means chime in and let us know. It'll only help us. Alright, you guys, I thought I'd give you a live look at these bars instead of just some still photos. But if you hang on to the end of the video, you'll also see some still photos that I took as well of the bars. But all in all, not bad. Not bad for the fight that it gave me last night. And just to give you a look at that mineral mica that I buy from Nurture Soap. Ooh, I love their colors and their glitter. All mineral. You can't beat it. Alright, you guys. Have a great day. Leave your comments below. Subscribe, like, and even if you don't like, by all means, please leave your constructive criticism that we all may learn. Don't just give it a thumbs down and not tell me why. Tell me why it's a thumbs down. You're the one I'm after. So, by all means, tell me how I can get you to like something. Maybe even try something. Yeah, well, have a great day, you guys. See you soon. Ciao.